Hello everyone, cncHD here, welcome. Very spontaneous stream today of the Katastrophe LP community. We will watch today fun matches between Tanzo and Hano. Both are battling it out. Both actually, Hano is not aware that we are going to stream. He just found out about it right now. So yeah, I thought I will stream it because these two are really good players and I wanted to have to watch something for today. So I thought like, hey, why not? Yeah, we are only waiting on Hano right now. So it can only take a few more seconds. So I hope everybody had a good day today. And started off good into the weekend. I, for myself, just went to a festival. Was great. Not a festival, but how do you call it? It's not a festival. Anyway, I went out with the family and we had a great day. Let's call it this way. So, I think Hano will be here in a second. He had a car accident today, so he's a bit hurt there. So I hope everything is alright for him there on his side. We will watch this week a few more World Series matches, by the way. Lots of stuff is planned, lots of semi-World Series matches. Also, the normal World Series is coming up with a prologue tournament. And we will also see many great matches from this tournament. So look out for that. Will be great action. Many good players already signed up. And this will be a lot of fun to watch with a lot of skill level involved. There are also a bunch more tournaments popping up on gamereplays.org, so we will have exciting games to watch for sure. Lots of stuff happening. But yeah, Hano will be here, I think. Maybe in a second. Don't know. It's so spontaneous, I have actually no idea. No actual plan. In the meantime, we just look and listen to good music. Yeah, Hano's still not here. We are still waiting for Hano to join here in this event. Might be any second. Okay, looks like Hano is here now. And that means we can start the matches now. So I'm just checking who's going to host. Alright, Tanzo is hosting. So let's turn off the music and we jump into the matches now. So let's turn off that and go into the big screen. There we go. Tanzo will be cyan, Hano will be red. Yeah, keep in mind, these are fun matches. This is no tournament. This is just for fun. Very spontaneous stream to give the community some games to watch. Okay, map transfer has been completed. I will better off restart the game. Because after a map transfer, you should always... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. How do I... Yes... There's a function in Steam which has a weird functionality. And it just messed up my PC. I hope they will wait for me. But yeah, after a map transfer, you need to restart the game. Why is it now? Why did it switch the screen? Oh man. Yeah, first need to go into the match. 1 second, guys. And now I can move this one. 1 second. Can you move here? Should work. Alright. Sorry for that. Pressed the wrong button on Steam. And there we go. Okay, first matches. Proceed forward. We have on 1 second. On the bottom right, the red colored Hano as Stealth General, and on the top left we have a normal GLA for Tanzo. So let's lock that in. Of course, the window is now popping up on the right. Normal GLA and a Stealth. The map is a new one of Tanzo, so we can have a look at it. We have a supply here, main supply, and a second supply here on the right. No third supply. Third supply is here in the middle. We have an oil derrick here, we have supplies here, so there are a few supplies to expand to. Alright. Oil derrick here, so 2 oils near to the players. There's an oil refinery in the middle, and they also have supplies here on the bottom left, on top right. Very beautiful map. Haven't seen the text in the beginning as I was messing around with the window, but I assume it's the Tanzo map. Looks very beautiful. Really nice map. Very well map design. Okay. Boxed in supply here for Hano on the bottom right as the Stealth. There comes the first technical of Tanzo as the GLA normal. We'll go for a worker crush here on that supply perhaps, because only there is a crush possible. Here you cannot crush as this one is boxed in. There comes the technical, maybe deliver some goodies like a terrorist for example. Tries to go in. No, is boxed in. The box has been completed. There is a third supply stash for Hano. So he went for a triple supply stash in the beginning. Tanzo comes in with 2 more jeeps towards the supply collection. Splits them here, wants to go for a worker crush. There comes the terrorists. It was a fake building. Supply stash goes down, but remains in the whole mode. Hano now struggling a bit. There comes another technical, but this time of Hano to defend this. Both have promoted technicals. Now Hano on the move. Comes in on the left side with a promoted technical. And a gun on the technical, which is good. You can just force fire into the nest of workers. Very well done. And on the top right, we also have a little fight going on between both players. Pop out from Mr. Hano there to clear that building. And that fight goes to Hano with the victory. Alright. Looks very equal at the moment. We can see another garrison here on the bottom left. There comes another technical. That one's the one who killed the workers before. Will be spotted by the RPGs. Goes back. Doesn't take too much damage. Just 2-star promoted, so it can repair itself. Okay, that's a dangerous pop here from Tanzo. Hano needs to watch this to not lose too much. He almost lost a technical. It escapes. That was well done. Tanzo didn't lose so much. That was also well executed here by Mr. Tanzo. Comes the pop. Wants to get rid of that tunnel maybe. He for sure wants to protect that tunnel. There comes another pop from Hano. Both battling it out here. There comes the technical from the left side. Goes for the RPGs. Nice save there on the left side. And the tunnel goes down. Well done. That is one tunnel down. Scrap up. Super technical now on the map for Hano. Needs to keep this thing alive. This is very important to have. Alright, double barracks for Tanzo and 1 arms dealer. In the meantime, in the base of Hano, we can see 3 well boxed in supply stashes. Has the possibility now to go for a 4th on the top right. Tanzo is going for one on the bottom left. In the second. Okay, first oil grab happening for Tanzo on the left. Tanzo really loves these buildings here, by the way, here on the left. He really loves these. Okay, small attack from the top. Hano moving forward, but this is not a scary force, so he needs reinforcements. There comes the reinforcements, many quads. Tanzo is a normal GLA, so he can just build Scorpions if you would like to, with Scorpion rockets. Very effective against quad cannons. Of course, needs to watch out for the super tech. I'm sure Tanzo has something inside the tunnel to defend here. And there comes the pop, 2 quads only there. Saves one of them. Supply stash will be destroyed in a second. And there goes the supply stash. Shouldn't engage this. Will take too many casualties from this engagement. Yeah, loses both quads. Keeps one alive. That is good. Good micro. Supply stash in the meantime on the bottom left went up for Tanzo. But this looks not so good for Tanzo here. Pops out with more quads. Goes back, saves all of them. Good micro. Tunnel was cancelled there in time. Got the 800 back. And there goes the whole base of Mr. Tanzo. He's only on the bottom left now with an arms dealer and a supply stash. He has the oil direct, so that gives him a bit of cash. And there comes the GG. Hano takes the first win home.
You have been defeated.
Really nice first game. Very exciting to see this one. That was very exciting, I mean. Yeah, the statistics, 0 buildings lost for Hano and 7 for Tanzo. Clean first victory there. Alright, Tanzo goes in with a new map. That was a really cool map. And hello, Boych. Is it Boych? I have no idea. How to get gun on tuck? What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean in the YouTube chat. Nuke General on the top left for Tanzo. Infantry on the right for Hano. So Nuke versus Inf. Alright. Hano is in with the first victory. This is no best of series, so they are just playing for fun. Nothing major here, just fun games. 2 supply centers starting off for Hano, and Tanzo going for the supply centers as well. 2 supply centers. War Factory and the barracks. And thank you, Karma, for the nice words. We'll always try to keep the community alive, for sure. Oh, War Factory barracks as well for Hano. So both going with the exact same build order here. Also, hello, Trakari in the YouTube chat. Nice to see you here. MTD, these are real players. These are not bots. These are real players battling it out. Live. Okay, first bunker went up for Tanzo. Coming in here with a Nuke Battlemaster. Third supply center being added to Hano's base. Goes for a full outpost. Might lose the left side here. He has nothing to defend the left side. Listening outposts now move to the left. Supply truck will be safe. That dozer will go down. The supply truck might as well. Lots of cyan dots being spotted on the map here. Dozer goes to the bottom left for the third supply center. A bit far off. Not very effective placement here for a supply center. Next, Battlemaster comes in. There comes the rolling bomb. And listening outpost almost went down. Should go for a repair here, maybe. Good pressure here applied by Tanzo. Yes, I agree, Karma. Since he needs to be remastered, it would go wild like Age of Empires 2. I fully agree. We need a remaster here for this excellent game. But the community is also working on it with their own community patch. Of course, this is not equal as a remaster, but it's something. Okay, Nuke Battlemaster goes in here on the bottom right, destroys one supply truck, almost a second one. Really good pressure so far by Tanzo. Now here comes Hano with a full outpost. There is a listening outpost of Tanzo himself. Loses it. Listening outpost stays alive. Does good damage here. War Factory will go down. Propaganda center in the meantime being built up here by Tanzo to get the overlords and ECM tanks. But this listening outpost is scary to have in your base. This might be the end of this base here. On the bottom we also have little engagement with an outpost destroying the supply center. And that looks like another victory for Hano. But I have to add, Tanzo is rusty, and Hano had a car accident today, just 1 hour ago. So I have to add this. Both are handicapped. This is not the real performance of Tanzo, as he has a little, he's a bit rusty. And this is also not the real performance of Hano because of the car accident 1 hour ago. Still mad respect to both players that they are still fighting it out here. And he even let me stream. There goes the GG. Hano takes the second win. I mean, I could have just said no stream. That would totally be okay. So I respect both for me allowing me being allowed to stream. Full respect there. Okay. Next match. 2-0 for Hano. Will be very curious to know what armies both will get now. Oh, new map. Tectonic shapes. Alright. Transfernery. Alright. Laser for Hano. Let me quickly restart the game. Really quick. There we go. Of course, it starts on the second screen for no reason. We'll bring you the screen to the monitor in a bit. At the moment, you cannot see anything. Just be patient. We'll be there any second. Just joining the game really quick so that they don't start without me. Alright. Accept, and I bring the screen over for you guys. There we go. Also in a better position. Full. Alright, there we go. You should see something. Yeah, you'll see something. So we have a China on the bottom side for Tanzo, and on the top we have a USA for Hano. What was it again? China against USA? Already forgot again. China versus USA. Yeah, alright. This is the new map of Tanzo. Tanzo, legendary map creator. And like I said, he really loves these buildings there. Really loves them. Okay, we have a main supply center, a second supply center. 2 oil derricks in the middle, between both, and a few supply cache crates. Oil derrick on the left and right, a few more supply cache crates, and supply cache crates here, and there's so lots of cache. You have the possibility to go for 1, 2, 3, 4 supply centers and the middle. That's a lot of cash. Here comes the dozer, goes for a crush. I'm not sure what Hano is doing there. That was a weird engagement. That's a nice placement here with these vaults. Like I say, Tanzo is a killer when it comes down to building maps. Revenger wants to ask on Twitch, did they release generals on Steam? Did they fix the lag issues when have big army? First answer, yes. Second answer, no. It is on Steam with the Ultimate Collection. They didn't fix the lag yet, no. But you can buy it on Steam. Careful, Humvee micro is needed here for Hano. We have a latency of 12, so this is perfect for Humvee microing. Now at 10, so this is good. They don't have much latency there. That's a lot of pumpage from Tanzo. Map looks very cyan again. There comes the Humvee blob. Hano being on one supply, he is no echoing. If this Humvee army fails, he is out. And he needs to do something because there's a massive army coming towards his base and there's nothing to defend this. Reactor goes down, there comes few more rocket soldiers. Shouldn't be an issue for these Humvees to deal with. There comes the ambulance, and will there be a TNT drop? Yeah, there comes the TNT. Ambulance will be gone. In the meantime, Tanzo goes for the base of Mr. Hano. Crusader is being built, but will of course not do anything. Armies take action here. Mines have been deployed. Spy drones are there. He shouldn't be destroyed by the mines. There's also Dozer here on the top right by Hano, who just placed a scaffold here on the bottom so he doesn't get killed. There goes the base, and we have a full base race going on. Tanzo scouting for the last remaining buildings. The last remaining building is here on the bottom. He of course doesn't know about it. Tanzo now stuck here on the bottom right corner. He has a bunker there, which is good against the Humvees. This one is really hurting. Evacuates and will be shot in a bit. There comes another war factory of Tanzo. So he's on the bottom left, bottom right. We have 2 war factories now. Missile defender is taking care of that bunker, and the truck is just chilled going over these missile defenders, just very relaxed, driving over them. Good call, destroying this Humvee. And the Dozer is also still alive for Hano. He has 900 cash, so he can drop down another scaffold. Humvee scouted out. The war factory needs to watch out for the Gatling tank. Can actually destroy it. So let's hope he doesn't find out about the scaffold here. There's also another scaffold there with a reactor. And this one has been cancelled. Those are going back to base. I mean, there used to be a base. Oh, he's coming close by the Gatlings. He needs to be very careful. The Humvee goes for the last remaining buildings, but of course, Tanzo still has Dozer there. So he can drop down scaffolds by himself. Good Humvee micro there. Needs to be very careful here. Dozer has been destroyed on the top. So Hano, without any more Dozers, goes and loses the Humvee, and this will be the GG. First victory goes towards Tanzo. What a close match this was.
You have been defeated.
Really close one. Excellent performance here by both players. I actually will save this. Tanzo versus... I will submit this for replay of the week on gamereplays.org. This was a really nice match. Yeah, I'm just asking them if I can post it on gamereplays.org. Was a really nice match. Hano saying no echo. Tried it with no echo, lol. Hey, Amy Sweet. Yeah, I will totally post this on gamereplays.org. Was a really nice match. Okay. Another China mirror. I love China mirrors. We have on the top China vanilla for Tanzo. I kind of let that locked in there on the stream table. And a nuke. Nuke for Hano. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Nuke, nuke, nuke. Alright. And hello, Lars Beargott. Wonderful good evening. Hope you had a great day. Oh, I just noticed these railroads. Man, really good railroad positioning on this map. This is a bit unrealistic with the straight corner there. No train drives like this. They usually have a curve. Barracks. Airfield. This will be the revenge for the no echo of Hano. Tanzo not going for the revenge with an airfield. Here's the China. So that will be pretty good against the Nuke Battlemasters. We have double War Factory, double Supply Center open up for Hano. And a double Supply Center. There comes the first Rolling Bomb. And first Helix in preparation. One Gatling is there, so no big harm for Hano. If he sees the Helix, he should be fine. There is the Helix. Bosch. I just go with Bosch if that's okay with you. Bosch saying it's the corner train. Lol. Exactly. The corner train. It drives in corners like in Minecraft. And the Helix goes down. Unfortunate, that will already be the GG. Good thing destroying the Battlemaster on the right. Tanzo not in a good position here. Listing Outpost taking care of the Gatling. Gatling drives into the Listing Outpost to cause splash damage. Good move there. Actually succeeded a little bit. Doing some damage on the Listing Outpost. And there comes the Rolling Bomb. Will take the supply trucks with it. One will survive. But will get destroyed in the radiation if he doesn't pull it back. There's actually no radiation. Good bomb action. Battlemaster finishes off the Listening Outpost. There's another Helix. I think he saw it with a glimpse of an eye. Yeah, he knows for it. He knows it. He has a Gatling there, he sees it. And he will stop it right away. He can just lock in. He just locks on and that thing is gone. Yeah, he locks on. That Helix will be gone. Went up to the sky and goes down to the ground. Just like that. That will be the GG. Dozer goes down. What is he saying? You Vux.
You have been defeated.
You Vux. I think he wanted to say you sucker? I have no idea. Alright, Glasbergot. Have fun bringing your children to bed. I know from experience this can be troublesome at some point. Because they just don't want to sleep. I'm just telling him which train drives in a 90-degree direction. Yeah. Tanzo is not happy with him being out of performance here. Okay, the next one. Seasonal Conflict Summer Edition. I'm actually not sure if I have to restart the game. They don't do it. So yeah, let's not restart the game this time. Let's keep the game open. If they don't restart the game, then why should I do? Okay, let's go out here. But this also looked like a really cool map there. There's Tanzo. I'm just asking him if I have to restart my game after the map transfer. Yeah, he says yes, so I restart the game really quick. So we don't have any bugs or any mismatches. I don't want that. Of course, the game opens on the other screen again. I think I accidentally made the second screen my main monitor. I think that's why this happens. But I will fix this after the stream. I didn't even know there's a shortcut to make your second monitor your main monitor. I didn't even know there is one. Okay, let's bring that window open here. Through here. There we go. Alright. The corner looks a bit weird. Okay, now nothing works. Yeah, okay, the angle is right. I thought this is a wrong angle. So, we have another match. This time an Air Force for Tanzo and a China Vanilla for Hano. Lots of China Vanillas today. China Vanilla and Air Force. Something is happening on my other monitor. I have no idea what. Bit buggy today on my PC. We don't worry about this. Very aggressive forwarded War Factory here for Hano, and the Air Force is going for War Factory Barracks Double Supply Center. Army Suite asking, wasn't it Tank General? No, it was China Normal. USA Air Force versus China Normal. But let's have a look at the map, if we can. It's a desert map. Of course, the mines, also a trademark of Tanzo to place down mines. Ooh, okay, we have empty Paladin tanks. I cannot zoom in because my mouse wheel is locked for some reason. Ship crawler denial. And missile fenders run away. Humvee will do damage. Let's keep watching here with this fight. Good micro there. Comes the Gatling. Also nice destroyed village here. Really cool maps. But like I said, Tanzo is a mastermind by mapping. So good maps are to be expected. There's also a sneak attack there on top. I think they can actually use it. Not sure. Maybe there's a script. Good laser lock, taking down the Gatling. But here comes the blob, dangerously close to the base of Tanzo, but I think he should be fine there. He should be able to handle this. With good micro, he will be fine here. Yeah. Gatlings go down. All red guards are dead, and the last remaining Gatling goes down. Let's have a quick glimpse at the base of Hano. He goes for an airfield. Maybe a potential helix. Getting spin up. 3 Humvees, that's scary. And we have an oil derrick here in the corner, which Tanzo is currently capturing. There's no capture for Hano at the moment, only for Tanzo. So we have a sneaker, a tunnel there on the top, and an oil derrick there on the left. And here we have a little oasis, an oil refinery. Supply cash crates there on the top and on the right. Another village there destroyed, and a helix. Helix now there for Hano. He is currently not producing much with his war factories there. And that is a scary blob of Humvees. I think Tanzo actually might have this game. I don't see any chance of Hano to beat this attack. Not with just one helix. That's a Gatling helix, by the way. That thing will be brought down to the ground in no time. Yeah, there comes the destruction of the helix. And GG has been deployed and Tanzo takes the second
You
win.
have been defeated.
Alright. 0 buildings lost on both sides. Interesting. I swear I saw a destroyed war factory there. But maybe I didn't. Okay. Rematch on Seasonal Conflict Summer Edition. Which is another great map. MTD saying, I would like games to take longer to finish. Well, it depends on the players. Okay, now we have a laser general. Tanzo again starting on the top as laser. It's China again for Hano. I can just leave it there at the top. It's just a laser for Mr. Tanzo laser. It's so funny. So many Chinas today. There was a developer note in the source code for the calculation of random saying it's actually not random, but the calculation is actually shit. That's why they get so much China vanilla today. Yeah, so random is actually not random, but it's just garbage of coding. It's a dev note by the developers in the source code. War Factory Barracks double supply for Tanzo, standard stuff. War Factory Airfield. Okay. I think we will see another Gatling Helix for Hano. They are playing through Redmond. They have no idea what the enemy is as they have no random balance. Random balance is if a player plays as random, they are random for your enemy. They don't see what the enemy is. So Hano going for this opener, he's going risky as he doesn't know what his enemy is. Will be interesting to see how he does it here with his build order and what we will see from here. But oh, okay, mix is a safe call, of course. Humvee from the top right, Dozer from the bottom left. Dozer on the top right gets destroyed by the Hellfire drone. Gatling comes in, he now knows that it's a USA on his other side. Mix go up into the sky, will hunt down the Dozer. Which they don't see, I mean they shouldn't see it. Maybe he just goes for a little scouting, yeah he doesn't know about the Dozer. As there is no vision. Okay, he should see it technically. Mix have a good vision. He should see the Dozer there in the corner. Good pick off. Tanzo was not careful there. Amy Sweet asking, isn't there any information when generals will fixed by community? Is there any information? No idea. They are currently working on a huge community patch. And Tanzo says he needs to go quickly AFK. So both players will be quickly AFK. Oops. That was the mines. Yeah, so don't be surprised about weird actions right now, as Tanzo needs to go AFK. He just said it. Or Hano, yeah, Hano is AFK. Okay, Tanzo said Hano is AFK. Alright. So if you see 8k for Hano, that's because he just went AFK. Tanzo, of course, spending all his cash. Spending it wisely. Not attacking Hano. Good fair play sportsmanship. Waiting for Hano to return out of his AFK situation. Not sure what keeps him off the keyboard. Maybe the car accident he had today. Could be the reason. But this gives Tanzo enough time to build up a huge army. Now there's the long game you all wanted. MTD. There's your long game. You now get it. You will now get the long game. 13k now for Hano. With being in AFK modus right now. Let's see when he returns. And what his first actions will be with the 15k money he has now. Maybe he drops down for war factories and spams like a crazy madman. Who knows? Also, it's still funny that the Gatling is there on the top. But fair play by Tanzo not destroying it. Fair play there. A farming simulator, MTD says. Matches? What is he saying? I cannot read it. He said something about 5 minutes for a match, but my stream table blocked the rest. It didn't quite caught what he wrote there. Okay. Incoming supply. What? There are supplies being dropped off. Really? Where? Oh, there. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Just dropped off supplies there. That's neat. Really cool map. Can now admire the map design while we wait for Hano to return out of his AFK situation. There's a... Wow, look at that. There's a statue on the mountain. Okay, that's cool. That's beautiful done. Okay. Little pathways here to the mountain. Very narrow pathways. There's another tunnel. I wonder what the tunnels are all about. Maybe you can capture them. On the top left and on the bottom right. Maybe you can capture them. Then you can use them. And they have endless HP. I have no idea. Something is going on with these tunnels. I have no idea. Oil refinery. Oil derrick here also. So we have one oil derrick here in the middle. One oil derrick there. Both very hurting. And a repair bay there. So 4 tech buildings in the middle. Repair bay, 2 oil derricks, and a oil refinery. Alright. Tanzo also not spending his cash at the moment. He's waiting for Hano to return. So both actually now went AFK. Yeah, it's a real farming simulator right now. But that thing can happen. That maybe your cat throws your bottle of water down the table and you have to quickly clean it up. Or you dropped a coffee on your keyboard and you quickly have to clean your keyboard. I mean, these things can happen. As a professional gamer, of course, you have a second keyboard laying right next to you. Whenever this happens, you can just plug in the backup keyboard. I, for myself, have 5 backup keyboards next to me. I'm actually not joking, I have 5 keyboards here, but they are in the keller. And I have 5 monitors, don't ask me why. Not plugged in, but as backup. And 6 mice, in case one goes down and does not work. Yeah, I was bunkering, okay? I wanted to open up a LAN party room for me and my friends. So whenever I say, hey, do you have time to step here by my home and we play a few games? I would just plug in my 4 PCs and they can just come over to my place and we play a few games. That's why I have so many monitors. I also have 4 PCs. And 4 laptops. All working for Command & Conquer Generals, of course. For a big LAN party. Okay, they should now come back out of their AFK mode. Maybe. Maybe in a bit. Not sure. Yeah. I have no idea what to do while we're waiting. Alright, Tanzo, thank you for the confirmation. Hano will still take some time to come back from his AFK status. Alright, thank you for the information, Tanzo. Yeah, this is a really, really beautiful map here. I really like the map design. This is so beautiful. Such a nice map. Look at the detail. So accidentally, so perfectly detailed. There's another tunnel here on the left. And there's an Aldrich. So we have one. Oh, there's another tunnel. There's another tunnel, alright. 2 tunnels. 3 tunnels. 1. Okay, so a bunch of random tunnels there on the map. MTD saying if one player plants mines, does the other one see them? These mines, for example, you cannot see. These are by the map. These mines you cannot see. If one player here, if you have mines on the war factory, Tanzo will not be able to see them unless he has detection. Then of course he sees the mines, but yeah, Tanzo will not be able to see them without detection. I, to be honest, have no idea what to do right now while we wait. Tunnel is accessible on the fall version of the map, not in the summer version. Alright. So these are just for decoration. In the fall version, these are accessible. Alright. Supplies are now empty. Hano is sitting on a solid 50k. And Tanzo being on 45k, also with the supplies now being empty. So this will be a really good 1v1 if both return. What is the cash, what they have? You can see it here on the left. 50k for Hano, 45k for Tanzo. That's the cash what they have. Yeah. I'm sorry guys, but we need to wait this out. Let's go into the waiting screen while we're at it. Waiting on Hano. Hey, I can just put that in while we're AFK. That is a Gentool plugin. Yes, correct. Walk 6. Is it Walk 6? I think it's Walk 6. Yes, it's a Gentool plugin. Do you think CNC is balanced? No, not at all. Command & Conquer Generals is balanced. I think. In my personal opinion, Command & Conquer Generals is balanced. In a 0 hour, no balance. absolutely no balance in 0 hour. So broken, actually. Hano is getting shed on by his father. Props, I don't know. Bike is absolutely demolished after all. Yeah, for those who just joined, Hano had a accident today with his bike. He was hit by a car. And yeah, he had this accident an hour before the matches started. But he committed to the date with Tanzo. And he's now getting shed on by his father for that. Hano playing the patience game. I mean, props to Tanzo for still waiting. I know Tanzo said he will be busy in exactly 7 minutes. So this game might actually be cancelled. If I'm correct. As Tanzo said, he will be busy afterwards. If I read it correctly. I'm usually not sure with so many objects on the map, if that hits on the performance of the map. I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of having so many objects on the map. I'm a big fan. But I'm actually not sure if it has something to do with performance drops on the map. Maybe I'm wrong? No idea. But there appears to be a lot of objects on this map. Which is good. I mean, the map is beautiful because of that. Roxix saying, yeah, I got mad respect for both. If this was a CNC-free game, it would have been done already. Yeah, I mean, we just wait. You can get a cup of coffee, or you watch Legionnaire stream. Legionnaire is currently streaming at the moment. Maybe while we wait, we can all watch Legionnaire's stream. But if he returns, Hano, this will be a fun game. With that much cash. Okay. Hello, cat. How are you, cat? Interview with Tanzo. I'm not sure if he's up to it. And I have no idea what to interview him about. No idea. Hey, welcome Eric. Nice to see you here in the live chat. Is there any Discord? You can join the Community Outpost Discord. I'm in there. I think most of the community are in Community Outpost Discord. Just search on Google for Community Outpost and you will see it there. Hey, Firearm, welcome, welcome. And Tanzo saying, yeah, sure, I guess, but yeah, what's the topic? I have no idea what the topic is. Absolutely no idea. Can talk about the patch or the World Series map pool, I don't know. I mean, I think we can have a chat, I don't care. How do we do it? Tanzo in the Discord? Maybe I just called Tanzo. Searching for Tanzo right now. Oh, beacon. Cat, I cannot see anything. There's a cat in front of my monitor and I cannot see anything. Hano stinks. Where is Tanzo in my list? There is Tanzo im Sprachchat. Alright. He is in some voice call. No, Firearm, you cannot join the voice call. Is the series over? I assume. Hano is not coming back. So I assume the matches are over. Yeah, I think we can safely assume this. Hano is not returning. So I would say thank you for this for watching, I guess. I don't think we will see a return here. So I would just probably say I end the stream here. And I say thank you very much for watching. This has been a 3-2 now between Hano and Tanzo. Really well played here by both players. Really cool games. GG's well played. And yeah, I would have loved to continue the streaming, but Hano gets shat on by his father, so... what can I do? It's unlikely he's keeping me updated. Yeah, okay. Tanzo's confirming that he might not come back. So I will end the stream here. Thank you very much for watching. Excellent maps today. Very beautiful maps today by Mr. Tanzo. Beautiful done, and I love to see these maps in tournaments in the future. I hope they get picked by the tournament hosts. Such beautiful maps. I bet like 30 to 40 hours went into creating these maps. So have a good day and good rest of your day. Good night. And we see us in the next live stream.
You have been
Stay tuned for more content and peace out.